Hey Hebrew fans, this is Todd. So anyway, we are going to have some fun putting all the parts of this figure that I made a long time ago as a cool custom that I used Fisto parts and some other parts and stuff to do it onto this He-Man here. So let's get to it because I really kind of wanted a larger King Greyskull. Oh, look at this cool custom somebody made. That's ridiculous. It's the after COVID um, He-Man. He's even got a double chin on there. It's like, dude, that is so wrong. Anyway, that's not what I was after. I was after trying to start my YouTube so I can see your guys' comments. There it is. Let's see, Bart Fan. How's it going, man? Does it say He-Wo instead of He-Man? Hey, Figure Motion 23. Let me go fix that really quick in the other room. I'll be right back. I'll fix that so people can find it. Hey, it says He-Man. Oh well. I guess that was a waste of a trip, but that's okay. Anyway, we got more people on here, so that's awesome. So let's go ahead and get started. So before I jump too far into this, I have this one that I already kind of started to tear apart a little bit. As you guys know, last night I was kind of messing with him. That's what I'm going to use because this one's in good shape. And I will set him aside over by this black light bulb over here. And first things first, let's see if the head matches the skin close enough. Because the head doesn't match, then there's no use even going through and building the whole figure. So let's see how close it is. So let's go ahead and dunk He-Man into the hot water first. Put your head in there, man. He is drowned in there. Blub, blub, blub. Alf said phone's ringing. Alright, it's supposed to be Elmer Fudd speak for hello. Sorry, man. I thought, man, quite often when I use Siri to make my titles, who knows what the heck Siri's gonna do. So I've had some pretty bad ones sometimes. Yes, Siri can destroy what you're really trying to say so quickly. It's kind of ridiculous. All right, let's go ahead and take this cape off and put it somewhere safe so you don't want it to get all ruined. Take out these cool 2000X weapons from the 2000X toy and from the classics Snake Armor He-Man. So that's what I got those from, in case you're wondering. And these cuffs right here are actually from Fisto, which stinks is Fisto only comes with one cuff, so you have to buy two of them in order to make it work. Alright, let's go ahead and get this head off. And again, we're drowning poor King Greyskull. Oh, blub, blub, blub. And my goal is to get this armor on. That'll be our next task, because I know this armor is going to fit a little bit tight when I have to heat it up before I pull it apart. So we'll just dunk that in there now to start to heat it up, and let's see how this head fits and how it looks. Not too bad. Not too shabby. That's going to actually work. It actually matches this skin tone better than this one. So that's going to look pretty gnarly when it's done. Alright, let's get the armor out of there. Let's see if we can get it to fit. Because again, if the armor won't fit, we're already sunk. So we got to do that first. Now, if you look inside the armor here, you can see one pin is small and one pin is large. You want to pull the small one out, not the large one. So there we go. And you may have to do some extra stretches on this to get it to work. So, oh, it's like the large one came off anyway. So we got a long ways to stretch this around his chest. Ooh. Now, you know, we could just go about this differently. We don't have to actually put that pin thing back on. We could just leave it stretched around like that, and once it cools, it's going to harden in that shape. I could just leave off. But you know what? I think I am. I just got to make sure we just squish far enough to match the cape when it comes, oops, when it comes time to putting the cape on. So let's check the spacing on that cape there, because that's really key. And the cape's going to hold it in place anyway. Yeah, that's going to work right there. So there we go. I just got to angle it back a little bit. Oh, a little too much. Because that cape's going to hold it together anyway, so I shouldn't have to worry about it too much. I'll just tuck it right under his rib cage right there on the side. Bada bing, bada boom. That will work. Now for his loincloth. So to get the loincloth off, we first have to take his legs off. So let's go ahead and first get his boots off, then his legs off, and work our way up from there. Again, into the hot water. Did you see the Shira-lla they're making for Eternia? No way. Figure Motion 23, you're putting me on, man. You know, today is not April Fool's Day. You guys got me once already with the Elmer Fudd speak. Wow. At the 12K bonus? Okay, I'm going to have to check that out and look it up, man. That sounds pretty cool. As you guys know, I'm a huge Shira-lla fan. I've made a lot of customs of her throughout the years. So if they're making a Shira-lla, that's going to be cool. Let me show you my custom Shira-lla while we're waiting for those boots to heat up. Oh, what a mess. I got a pile of Beastman figures on the floor over here. Okay, where are my pre-Eternia guys? There they are. Oh, come on, Shira-lla. Out of the box. Whoa! Almost took a dive onto Castle Greyskull. That would have been bad. Not only knocking figures over. Alright, here was my custom Shira-lla I made a long time ago. And of course I got her a little black cat, because I don't know why. I just thought it'd be cool. And I think I know, at the time I was playing a lot of World of Warcraft, and I had a stupid cat that would as my figure that I'd walk around with me. And so here is her bow and arrow. And believe it or not, it actually does shoot these arrows. I have another video showing these arrows shooting. But basically, it's the face of that Elizabeth from the wrestling figures. The hair from this figure, originally Battleground Tila. And then, of course, the body of Battleground Tila. And then this piece is from, you can see the green in between the brown there underneath. That is actually Queen Marlena's suit that I decided to turn into a half shirt for her and painted it brown. So there you go. And then the bow and arrows I actually made on Shapeways before I had my 3D printer. And you can actually still get them on Shapeways yourself. And then this is just made out of hot shrink tubing, and then I just put a glob of hot glue on the bottom to close it up, and then took one of my wife's hair bands to make a way to hang on to it. So there is my Shira-lla. If they make one for Origin, it's going to be really cool. And I'll set her over there because she was one of my fun, cool customs that I made a long time ago. All right, let's see if these boots are ready to come off. He keeps decapitating He-Man. And cutting him off in the shins, too. All right, let's get his legs off now. Now that he's bootless. You know what? I'm going to look for some boots for him. Right now he's using He-Man's boots, which are good because they're dark, but let's see if somebody else's boots would look better. So we're starting to get quite a few figures now. Is it just me, or do those look different? I guess they're the same. Just the lighting in here. Yeah, I think it was the best boots to use from what we have right now, because these are black and that won't work. But dark browns work good. Nope. I want to use these. I don't know. I'm not really a fan of the top of these. Kind of debating. We'll keep them out just in case we decide to steal his boots instead. We'll figure it out. We'll just not limit our options. I could see Mattel making her to boost sales. Yeah, I don't know though. It stink because then they won't release her as a normal figure. And Shira-lla would be a fun figure to use for lots of customizing too. You know, it's so strange. This Barbarian He-Man having that cut right there so you can put boots on him. It's such a weird thing to have that cut right there. Alright, let's see if these are hot enough yet. So close. Oops, oh, I forgot his legs come off up there. Well, that makes it easier anyway. Forget trying to take those apart. Alright, now that we got those off, the loincloth should be pretty easy. I'm going to use this loincloth right here from a bootleg He-Man figure that I found on eBay. And you can tell it's bootleg because he's got the high hairline. His coloring doesn't quite match from his chest to his arms. This one's not quite as bad. I have some that are really bad looking. The coloring just does not match at all. And yeah, usually bootlegs have these skin color on the bottom. I'm surprised it's brown. We'll go ahead and try to take his legs off. I've not messed a lot with these figures, so I don't know. But it's really strange the way they have. As you can see, the difference in the coloring right there just on the leg by itself. It's yellow down there and kind of pinkish on high. What happened to the hands? I just pulled them off a while ago. Alright, we'll do the same with this figure here. Meanwhile, let's try to get this loincloth off. Now, I've had a lot of bad luck getting these off. I've done more destroying of loincloths than I have getting them off successfully with these new figures. So, we'll try it again, see if I can get it off. I think this time I'll fold this up. No, it's not going to work either. I don't know how I'll get it off. I'll figure it out. Let's get it hot first. I got some screwdrivers here. I still have not fixed his leg yet. And I think my hot water is getting pretty lukewarm because it's every time you stick a figure in there, it warms it up pretty quick. You know what? Like I mentioned earlier, this is probably gonna be part one. My wife just came upstairs with dinner, so dinner's ready. I'm gonna go have my dinner. I'm gonna come, and after dinner, I'll make my part two of this, and we'll continue on. I'm probably gonna have the legs pulled off before I start the video. I don't know. We'll see. And then we'll do part two, and then I'll finish this figure. I'll probably get some new fresh hot water too while I'm at it. Let's see if his boots come off yet. Yeah, the water's just not as hot as it was. All right. So I will see you guys after dinner. Maybe go grab a bite to eat yourselves or something else, and see you guys soon. Bye now.